It's been a wild week thus far, and y'all gonna have to bear with me for a moment because I gotta change positions here and come from a different angle. I hope everyone is doing well. I didn't even televise that I was gonna televise today, so it is what it is. Some of y'all doing other things. I hope some of y'all took a little bit of what I recommended the last live, I don't know, a week or two ago or whatever, where I was saying, try to take a break from the devices because, if you don't take a break, what up, Miss Cherry? If you don't take a break from them devices, they gonna break you. And I've had some situations this week with, my son and all kind of other stuff going on, so I look tired. I've been on planes, trains, and automobiles, so it's been a doozy. So I'm trying to get my energy back, but I be feeling like, I need to talk to my peeps out there too. So I'm back, you know what I'm saying? And had a good jog this morning, got a little workout. Still a little fuzzy from this week. Had to deal with a lot of stress, but if you going through some stressful stuff right now, I can tell you it's light on the other side of the tunnel. I can tell you, don't give up, because ain't nothing but a thing. You know what I'm saying? It come and go. So, just like the stress come up on you, just send it back from whence it came. That's all you can do. Same. I'm glad to see y'all. Balance is key. You're absolutely right. And I hope everybody's feeling well, feeling groovy, copacetic. All them catchphrases we can throw up in there. Feeling awesome, And I hope that also, like I said, y'all not watching too much media, because the longer I'm off the media, the easier my mind can work on things I needed to work on. And then the easier it is for me to wire my thoughts how I want them wired. Versus, because I think about a month ago, we was all supposed to be in Armageddonsville, and everybody, getting radiated, and everybody's looking for food and hungry, and all the stuff's dried up and gone. And I know it's probably, gonna come a time where things get real short. But there again, like I said, if you go back on some of my old videos and feeds and stuff, y'all know you got food growing in your yard, or everywhere on the ground is some food. Now, whether you think it's food or don't think it's food, that would be the difference between you getting some food and not getting some food. So your wild foraging stuff, you always got food. And that's why I say, you can't always just cut the cake this way. Sometimes it's just like, if you give me a square pizza when they first came out, I'm like, what's this? Hey, this ain't no pizza. Kind of look like pizza. It might taste like some pizza, but my mind is saying that ain't really pizza, right? Because you so conditioned to the shape of what they told you pizza is. So that applies to everything in your environment. Like, everything, literally. What you think is this or that is that to you. But to somebody else, it could be a whole much better or a whole much worse than what you're thinking it is. So you just have to apply that to your environment. See, Marie finally got up on the live again. Char, y'all all up in here today. Shoot. All 19 of us. You know what I'm saying? But plus me, that make 20. I did congratulate kindergarten, so I at least know how to count something. But yeah, it's all y'all welcome. Whoever saying thank you, thank you for giving me that energy back. So I appreciate it. But yeah, life hits you in the gut. If it double you over, just take a few breaths and get back up, and you either start swinging or start running, but do something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that. So this live really is just me doing literally what I said. It's like radio check, microphone check, 1 2 1 2, in the place to be. That's all this is right now. So I really didn't have any content to talk about in particular. I really didn't have because I haven't even been keeping up with the media stuff like on YouTube with like this is about to happen, that's about to happen stuff. So I don't even have any talking points. Only life points. That's the only thing I could say that I got. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to send a quick message to somebody. But yeah, Vanessa, you welcome. I appreciate you too. Everybody, glad to see y'all connecting. But yeah, this live was just like, yo, Major is still, well, not on that reservation, but cool catchphrase. I'm still on the reservation, so to speak, meaning I'm still here. So I sent that message out on the community feed the other day, like, yo, I'm still here. I mean, I'm still here. I hope you here, and if you listen, you must be. So we good. So I just want to let y'all know this is gonna be real short today. I'm in another location right now. I'm not even in my normal location. So I'll get back on the plane here in a minute and head back. But I had to come handle some things real quick. But whilst doing so, I wanted to shout out to y'all. Wanted to encourage y'all and wanted to keep y'all ahead on ahead on the head games, because they playing a lot of head games right now. It looks to me like they have orchestrated this so well from their playbooks, and it looks like the central theme is to install like a mass psychosis program, like globally, like for real. You got other countries, people I've talked to in other countries that I know that are watching our media or watching the stories about our media, right? And yeah, I'm drinking a little caffeinated beverage this AM because I want to. That's why. And it don't even taste good. They didn't do it right. Anyway, if I'm going to waste one of my mulligans on some dirty food or dirty drink, you at least want it to be good, dirty food or drink, Anyway, got me some banana nut bread, so we'll see how that works. I don't know. But anyway, it looks as though they are, wow. It can blow your mind, really, if you think about how organized. Y'all see this stuff about Kanye West, right? I don't even know all of the details. I can just tell you that, hold on one second. Okay. I can just tell you that based on what I see happening with all these celebrities coming out, I don't even have to know what he said, to be honest. I really don't even know what Kanye said. But based on all of the celebrities coming out talking about Kanye, what he said, and White Lives Matter thing and stuff like that, they got him on the hit list now. He's gone off that reservation again, and dude got a lot of money and power, a lot of following. So to get him back on, they got to send a posse out after him. Now you're gonna see all these black celebrity people coming out talking about what he did and how they don't like it, and then them hypocrites, what they done put on the street, what they done put in your neighborhood to help you or your children? Nothing. More vile music, that's it. And they keep building their kingdoms and then showing you all their wealth on the videos, but they ain't getting nothing to you. They ain't fixing nothing in the world. They ain't doing nothing but talking with no words coming out. That's all they doing. So whatever he said, like I said, I don't even know. I glanced at it, but from the And I just got back on my phone yesterday, kind of looking at stuff. You know, I got to handle my business on the phone, but I just started kind of looking at some stuff. Like, what's going on with Kanye now? You know, not that I have time to even dabble in his whatever. But I saw that, see, when somebody go off the reservation, how you know they talking something right is all the sponsors start cutting ties. All they trying to drain his money. All the people in the industry that he helped become even more celebrity by producing music for him and stuff. Something wrong with the boy. He's crazy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he might be, but he might be the kind of crazy he need to be to get done on this planet what he need to get done. So it's all about why can't he say what he need to say or want to say? I thought we lived in a place where you can say what you want. You're supposed to have the right to freedom of speech, right? So ain't nobody talking about that. All these black celebrities talking all this mumbo jumbo. What have y'all done to create y'all's own infrastructure to be able to help people that look like you get something really done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because all of them people are depleters. They energy vampires. That's why they at the top. They had to drain people in order to get something to be who they are today. Kanye might be one of them people, but at some point, dude so far up in there, he's like, you ain't gonna never get me all the way, because I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon with you. You know? And so that's and now they saying, you know, like his shoe line is, the sales are blowing up. Well, good. It might be a good publicity stunt to do that. We might be getting duped on both fronts. But if we're not, and it's just typically when you see all the knuckleheads come out of the woodwork, all the what's his name, Reverend Sharptons of the world, all the Al Sharptons start coming out. Oh, he shouldn't have said that. That ain't good for black people. Blah blah this, blah blah that. You should know something is up, and it's probably that person is right on whatever they talking about, and more right than wrong anyway. Now, how you know, govern what's right or wrong to you is simply by doing what's right or wrong. I mean, it's people that do wrong know they're doing wrong. It doesn't mean that they don't stop doing it. And people that do right know they're doing right. Now, the only way you don't know that you're doing right is if you're ignorant of the law. Because then the law would then say, you know, ignorance is no substitute for the law kind of thing. So, but other than that, you got a consciousness. You know when you inflict pain on somebody that's not right, and you know when you make somebody feel good. That's cool. And unless it's through some synthetic form of substance, it might not be cool, but you know what I mean. Like, hey, I love you, man. Come here, give me a hug. Okay, you can feel good for that, about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm a little off because I've been off here, so I'm not rolling like my normal thing with this phone stuff right now. But I'm just saying, it's just food for thought. I don't even know what to say about that other than don't believe the hype. You know, I see Kanye West going all up in neighborhoods, and he walks through the crowds and does all of that stuff. All these other knuckleheads, they ain't even out amongst the people. They just still partying, doing the white parties on the yachts. Then they want to come out against something when it gets to some political tone, because they get a phone call from their handlers, and they say, you better say something about this, or we're gonna take your sponsors too. Yeah, go on out there and make a statement on our behalf. That's what's going on. Y'all gotta just see the system working. This ain't even about the personalities. You get to see intimately how this whole system really works by just watching this stuff with Kanye. If you don't get emotionally or some type of politically correctness thing mentality going, you gotta be like, yo, he say something, land of the free, home of the brave, until you say the wrong thing, right? until you say it against the wrong group of people. Other than that, you cool. We don't care what you do. Talk about some certain group of people who might not even be the real people that you're thinking are the people. They just took the identity of the real people. Now they planning and playing like they the real people. If you can read between the lines, holler back. If you are those people, the best weapon you can have is to say somebody's just made a remark against us, and now the whole world gonna come after you on their behalf because of the sympathy that they caused the world to have by telling the world a whole bunch of lies in the first place of what happened to them in a certain war. Some of it was true, but a whole bunch of it been lies. So make the world sympathetic to our cause. How do we do that? We construct a fake real thing and make that look like that really happened, how we said it happened. And then one day the world will be sympathetic. Yeah, and while we still stabbing them in the back through the banking and through all these other routes that we control them and take the cream off the top, we'll make them sympathetic to us. And if that way, if someone ever says anything against us, they end up looking like a Kanye West right now. Yeah, they send the whole world after you. So, and they don't have to fire a shot. I told y'all, the war already been going on. But just because we watch a lot of movies that show what physical war look like, we don't realize the war going on. That's a problem. That's problematic. That's why you can't wake people up, because been induced with some type of psychosis that you can't see the proper visual in order to get the proper thought and to take the proper action. See, it's a combination of features that have to play out in order for you to pull the trigger on the decision you're going to make. You got to be able to visualize what that's going to look like for you. If not internally in your thoughts, you're going to have somebody show you on a PowerPoint or write it down for you, or, you know, like you go back to kindergarten and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Look, the programs are thick. Y'all know the same stuff I know, but we don't even know each other. It's certain same things we all know because of the programming. So, look, they have planned this out in advance. How to, one, look, here's a good topic. The women's liberation movement back in the 40s or the 30s or whatever. Y'all know that stuff, all that women's movement stuff was to simply get the women to get into the workforce so that women would not have as many children. So in order to do that, you got to break the culture that was permeating the environment at that time, which was husband, wife, family, strong. Man go out and get the bread, the money, work for it. Mama out there taking care of the house and the babies, which is like warfare in itself. So just because a woman stay at home and take care of the homestead, she ain't got it. That ain't easy. That might be the hardest job. Guys we might have it easiest going out and fighting and scuffling to get the money in. But taking care of that home front, man, that will twist me. That's the one thing major is not. I'm not privy at the skill set to be able to take all that stress of taking care of little babies, running the house, making sure the food. My wife right now, this one, she running inventory control checks. She got this going on, making clothes, doing gardening, growing plants inside the house to take out for next season, and all kind of stuff's going on. That ain't easy. That ain't easy work. So my whole point is we've been lied to on a massive scale. It don't mean that women shouldn't work. Y'all already working. How's that working out? You know, some good, some bad. But the whole point, if you read some information about Go to Glenn Beck's channel. He just posted a video when I started looking the other day, and he was talking about that. They had an agenda out. You know, before global warming, it was global cooling. And before global cooling, it was some other agenda. You can just backtrack and go on Google and find the information, all these different control things they do to control. It's a gradual progression of stuff. So this stuff is all orchestrated. It's really, I give them that credit. They got a heck of a organized structure going on around us, and it's so synthetic. You know, I was walking this morning, coming out of my brother's subdivision over here in a different city, and I just happened to look at the fescue grass growing so green, cut so nice, the blocks around the landscape, the rocks inside the landscape, the trees positioned perfectly how they need to be positioned, and this, that, and the other. And I was just looking at it like, this is so fake. Your environment been placed there. It ain't naturally there. It's been placed around you. Do you get what I'm saying? So once somebody places environmental controls around you, that's what it's doing. It's controlling nature so that you can't so you can't access it. You can't even access nature because you're and me have been placed in controlled environments. Think about zoo animals. Those are controlled environments. And so if they can't get it around your body, they'll get it around your mind. So you end up like the elephant. As a baby elephant, he was tied with a chain to a post. Now, I could go kick the post out of the ground, it will fall over and the elephant can run off. But because the elephant couldn't pull it out at that time as a baby, when it grew up, the giant elephant still hooked to the little tiny post. In his mind, I'm stuck like Chuck. I can't. All he had to do was move and then pop the thing out of the ground, he's gone. But his mind is keeping him from doing it. That's how they've done the containment. They've done concentric rings around or containment around us on a whole bunch of different levels with all of your senses. This food's probably synthetic. It tastes like bananas, but I ain't sure. You know, I hope so, but I didn't make it, so who knows? Tasty though. So this is the stuff that they got around us. This Kanye West thing, it's another dude. They doing stuff around your senses, and then it's broken down into all these categories within your senses, so that even if you was to process and get out of one, you looped into another one residually. Only way you can get unlooped is to disconnect from it for a time, so that you're not constantly wiring your brain is rewiring itself based on what content you allow it to get rewired through. And if you get rewired through a bunch of different patterns and synchronized frequencies and different thoughts and different this and different that, you'll just be running around in the matrix, never knowing that the agent is you. They done turned us into the agents. So you might think you Neo, you might think you Morpheus, you might be an agent. So it's that deep. The rabbit hole is that deep. So when you think you're doing good, it's just a thought. You're gonna have to make it be real by doing it. So it ain't never nothing until you really do it. But look, I'm gonna get off here. Let me read some of these comments, see what y'all talking about. And I did it again. I didn't bring my specs. So let's see what's up. I'm gonna have to hold this phone way back yonder. Let's see here. All right. I don't know what's in here. Okay, so thanks as well as can be. You are awesome, Major. I appreciate you. C. Marie, Charweeks, Jew, Israelite, Jewish. They say they are converted Jews, so they something the masses to say if y'all, them people, them who are you. I feel like I flunked daycare. Can't even read them reparations. Oh, okay. That's what Char Weeks is saying. Well, anything that ends in ish, brownish, blackish, white-ish, means that you partial that phrase before the ish. You're a portion. You're not a full. So when you use those terms, you have to know that ish at the end, Ishmael, but ish at the end is a partial of something. You're not a full. So I just wanted to break that out. So that's why they call themselves that, because they know that they're partially that, not a full, not a whole, and basically they've stolen the identity of the real people who are that. But anyway, loud for the people in the back said, facts major, 100%. They're just proving his point, speaking true. Appreciate that. They telling on themselves by default. Checkmate by God. Okay, that's what Mickelson Joseph, aka Mike 777, says. He's actually very intelligent. Canceling is doing exactly what he's calling them out in the first place. Boom. Checkmate. My point exactly. C. Marie, that's what's up. Rosa Flores, the Garden Muse, what's up? Let's see, who else on here? 12 tribes, 12,000 from each. Revelations. All of y'all dope. I appreciate the comment. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, go find out what I'm talking about. But I wasn't even, I wasn't even trying to go in really one direction or not. But it's really like whatever just come out, and y'all see what's going on. But I did want to make sure y'all got that, this whole piece of machinery we're in. And I want to say something about stock up on food real quick. And look, Garden Muse, you're right. Stock up on food. But stock up on how to know what food is and where else it can be. While everybody else is looking for the cans and the packages and the synthetic this or that, you got to have your stuff in layers. If somebody hit your home front, your house burned down and all your food was in there, what you gonna did? So you stocked up, yeah. Now it's destroyed, yeah. Now what you gonna did? You gonna starve right there on the front porch with the burning house still smoldering behind you? Or you gonna go out to the park and start gathering up some stuff that you know is food, and you and your family gone and eat? Mind you, it might not smell like what food used to smell like. It might not taste like it, and it might not look like it, but it has more nutrition in it than anything else you can go buy. That's the whole point. We really believe that we need this stuff to survive, to live, when in fact you don't. They capture your mind, they capture your body. They don't capture your body first. They're not body snatchers until later, of course, but they capture your mind first. That's what I've been saying all along. So we can stock up on food and all the stuff that we think is going to run out, but at the end of the day, it could be a damn, see, y'all gonna make the YouTube thing get me again. It could be a good thing that's happening for those who are outside of the loop enough to get it. Because all this synthetic stores and stuff I see over here, restaurants I can go through the drive-thru. I went, instead of going through the drive-thru, I forced myself to go in Starbucks and get at least I can go get it. They make it so easy. You ain't even got to get your butt off the car seat to go get. I'm not getting reprogrammed like that. So I take all the opportunities I can to go, nah, I'm going to go the extra step, not be lazy, and go get my stuff. That keeps your mentality of go get your stuff active. Once you lose activity with how you process things a certain way, you lose touch with that. The old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? This works across the board. This is how everybody on the earth, URF, thinks, operates, and how it all works. You can have billions of dollars like Kanye, or you can have billions of problems, or you can have 2 nickels to rub together in your pocket, but it still applies to everybody the same. Okay? You can lose billions of dollars, and you can also lose billions of problems, but you're going to have to take the step to do that. You ain't going to be able to drive through the drive-through and get that did. You're going to have to put in the work. Ain't no way around it, folks. You got to be responsible for you. If you think you're being responsible just paying your bills on time or whatever, that's one level. But are you being responsible making sure that, like you say, okay, if the food run out, it don't even have to run out. Maybe, look, what I really think is going to happen is this. There's going to be stuff you can't get, or it's going to be very expensive. They're not going to cut off the controls that control you or me 100%. I got a video some months ago, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and I said they gonna make it hurt. That's how you make people say uncle. Put your arm behind your back and twist until you say uncle. They ain't trying to break your arm. They need you to still be a worker. Almost not that, but they still kind of need you to be a consumer / sometime worker / I'm gonna tell you what to do, and when I say jump, you need to be saying how high, sir, ma'am. That's ultimately what's going on. But then at the same time, they're probably done with a few of us people groups. That's why they got AI and robots. That's exactly why they have that for them. It's not for us. Think about it. Why the push for this so much? Why the push for, so many things that me and you could sit around as normal people going, well, why would they do that? Do y'all know that they got McDonald's restaurants that have fully automated, robotic AI machines, make the burgers, do the fries, do the drinks, conveyor belt up to the window, tray shove out till you get your stuff, you go? And you're going to be talking to an AI chick or dude or whatever in whatever language you understand, and that's who you're going to be talking to. And they're going to be talking to you just like when you go to pay your bills and, oh, what would you like to do today? You can say, press 1 for this. 1, oh, that was a good choice. Okay, so you would like to, do you understand? You're already using the technology they're about to use on top of you. So it's now to get you used to it. So transition to the next level. That's how seamless they like to do it. But on the street, it will cause pain to you and me. So you got to get outside of that by going a little bit more organic mind and organic usage of things, and at least do it enough to know how to do it. Do it enough to know how to do with, I ain't using my car now. I can't use it. Well, you should be exercising by walking every day 4 or 5 miles, so your legs and abs already be used to walking. If you got to go get something, you got to go walk for it. Turn the lights off in the house and put tape over the light switches. Get out of the program of flipping lights on and off. That's there so you can keep spending money. That's not there so you can see. That's just the luxury of it all. That's there so can you imagine if me and you could make 3-4 cents off of everybody in America every time they flip a switch in their house, how much money we would have? So that's there for them. That ain't there for you. You thought it was for you. This makes my life easier. That makes you more of a slave, because now you outside of your senses. You don't even want to let your eyes adjust to the dark. We flip that light on so quick, right? Your eyes will adjust in darkness, and then you'll be able to see in the dark. You might not have distance, but you will be able to see. If you're not conditioned to that, it can be very scary. It can be very disorientating. It could be a whole bunch of features that you don't like to feel. So that's why you hurry up and go get some lights.
But other than that, wouldn't need no batteries. Wouldn't have to stock up on batteries and flashlights, all this stuff. If I was already conditioned to walking around in the night in the forest and I could see just fine, would I? I would have no need for none of that. I'm just groovy. So that's what I'm saying. You got to take that and apply this to all the categories of life. You got to rethink, am I really needing to prepare how I've been preparing? Some people, yeah, I'm getting the bunker ready. Got 5 years worth of food. Yep, you locked in the bunker, you and your family cool, and then boom, somebody get deathly sick down there and die. Now what you gonna do? Morale breaks down. All this stuff you gotta, do, and now all you down in the bunker. You can be down there for 30 years. You got enough supplies, and you got tunnels going here and there. Then all of a sudden, your lung collapses, and you don't have no surgeon to operate on you, and you out of here. So you can prep. You know what I say. I prepped as a lifestyle because one, I like to buy stuff if I'm gonna need it when it's lower priced, stock up on it, have a backup. So when it go higher price, it's just like the stock market. I'm buying when it's low, and when they're high, I can sell, so to speak. Same concept. So that's why I started converting over my conversation about prepping to stuff like this, because I don't want to put the energy or keep riding on the energy of fear-based information, because whatever you put out come back to you. So the fear of losing something or losing out, that's what makes Vegas be Vegas. That's how they got so rich. The fear of loss, or the fear of I lost and now I got to get it back. It's all psychological. They know how the mind works, and that's how they're able to move the pieces on the board game around how they feel or how they want to move them around. So, example 2, and then I'm going to go. Think about how if you were born here outside of the programming like they are. In other words, when you're a little baby, your parents was teaching you and showing you how many kingdoms they had, and then putting your picture on those kingdoms so that your board game resembled you being the king over those kingdoms when your dad or mom are gone, versus playing Monopoly and the bank or the jail is there that you land in, or the bank takes your house back on Monopoly, right? Monopoly is a game of psychological conditioning for the participants, because it continually reminds you of who got control over you or where you gonna end up at if you roll the dice the wrong way or whatever. Other groups of people that are conquering the minds of the world right now, their children play board games that allow them to acquire access to the kingdoms that they will have when they're old enough to handle it. So their thought of regular life, thinking me and you are important, or your newborn cute little baby just born with the curly hair, they could care less about your little baby. That's a piece of trash to them. It's not even a picture in their empire. You're a subject. You're the person that, I don't care what excuse you got. You're going to go produce for me because I already put the system up around you, and that's what you're supposed to do. And if you don't do it, what happens? You end up like a Kanye West, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much you got. And it's not a black or white thing, but if you get off in those circles where the originator of your contract is the very people I'm talking about, or the people that he was talking about, they the ones who bankroll his money. So that's pretty bold. But you see what happened to Michael? You see what happened to Prince? Put 1 and 2 together, it always equal 15 in Major's mind. So that's what's going on. So you can't sit here no longer and say, oh, I didn't know that's what was going on. Yeah, that's what's going on. You know, you got your bunker ready, you got everything set up, and then when you go down the street to go to the store to get your last bag of rice, then the nuclear event happens and you can't get back to the bunker. So now what you gonna do? You stuck like Chuck. You prepare. You're supposed to be in a state of preparedness daily anyway. You shouldn't be going to get prepared. We should be, but see, it's not, that part's not your fault. That part's not your fault. It's not my fault. But once you start knowing, then it becomes your fault, your problem. It could be your problem without knowing. But that's why people stay in these traps in life all the time and can't get out, because they just don't have the information that discloses to them that you're in a trap. No, but I just thought this is weird. No, you in a trap. You're in a series of traps. You don't have the keys and you don't know where the exit is. But if somebody told you, hey, if you get in this kind of trap, the exit's always right here and the key is right here, you would be straight. We don't have that information most of the time, so this is why I gotta say it. This is why I'm here. My stuff don't never flow and make sense, but it makes sense if it makes sense to you. So just like that loud truck that just went down the street did not make sense to me why he should be able to have a loud car like that to disturb me, but it should be a free planet where you could do that, with controls. Got to have some controls or it will be no control and then you will be out of control. So anyway, yeah, it's really a deep mind. A lot of people are getting mind explicit language, mind blunt. A lot of people are getting their program rewritten right now in their mind. And a lot of people also are starting to show signs of the new program installation turning into physical activities. You notice people getting a little edgier now. Stuff's popping off a little bit more with regular people now.
Yeah, that's a symptom of the programming is taking hold. So you just want to make sure you're not one of those people. That won't be pleasant. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Let me check on some of these comments real quick. I see one, MC Mommy or something like that. I wanted to know that we could take care of ourselves in times of disaster, not waiting on the governments to take care. Yeah, I don't know what direction you're saying that from, but if I understand it correctly, if I comprehend it correctly, kind of sounds like that the government can't take care of you, or it would take them an extra long time to get some help to you. So yes, that would be the perfect reason to go ahead and do some type of preparation. But there again, that needs to just be a continual way of life for a reason other than I'm scared stuff is going to run out. Because once you get into the stuff is going to run out phase, you're going to start generating a lot of stuff run out situations in your life. So that's why I'm saying this stuff, to try to help. That's all I'm trying to do. Do your thing. Don't change your plan because Major's talking. But if you see some pieces in here that you can use to put with your pieces, and your pieces can get further down the road, that's all this is for. This is not the right way or the wrong way. It's just some ways. I ramble. I go from this place to that place. But hopefully by the end of the feed, you kind of got this extra ammo on your tool belt that you can use to do something with. And that's all I'm here for. It's just another piece of equipment on the tool belt that you can utilize. Ain't no sense having a nice tool belt with a bunch of tools on it. They all clean and shiny. They all immaculate, never been used, and end up going to somebody else at a garage sale for $10. What was the whole purpose of acquiring all these nice tools if you don't know how to use them? So maybe it's time to clean your house, clean your closets, get in there what you need instead of all these, distractful things, what I want stuff. I don't know.
Just throwing some stuff out there. I'm in the same boat. I got to work on this stuff too. So ain't nobody past fixing, ain't nobody past instruction. We all need it. We all got to have it. I just happen to be the one with this phone and this channel telling you a little bit about how I do it or what's going on with me. But anyway, look, I appreciate y'all. I'm getting edgy being on this phone too long again. I appreciate all y'all. Hey, Miss E in the house. Char Weeks. Thank you for the safe trip home. I appreciate that. Like what you're saying about I started my journey to grow your own food because I want to know what's in your food. That's a good reason to start doing your own food production. And don't give me no excuses. I ain't got enough room. You can grow stuff up. You can get boxes, planting boxes. They got little displays that got all these little pods on them, and you can grow vegetables all the way up a column in your house. So ain't no excuses you can't grow some food. You just think that you need a lot of land to grow some food. That's because you eat too much because we've been programmed to consume too much anyway. If all you needed was a half a little bowl of food every day and you were feeling groovy, plenty of energy, can accomplish all your goals and your mental capacity goes up, if you programmed yourself like that, then food shortage wouldn't mean nothing to you because like all I need is this. That's good. I'm good. You see, they got us jumping hoop to hoop to hoop to hoop. Once they get you tricked into eating a square 3 meals a day, which is enough food, one person in America sit down at lunch is enough food in another country, literally for maybe 3 people. Between the drink, between the side, between the main thing, this, that, and the other, and the appetizers, like a family could eat that with one person eats in America. So because you've been pre-programmed to consume so that somebody profits on you, and in the process of working you and milking you to death, you eventually succumb to all the consumption way earlier than you were supposed to, and they just get you out of there and get the next program person in your place. This is how it works. I mean, I didn't create the thing. This is just how it works. So you got to see even how much you eat, we've been duped. What you're eating, we've been duped. How you go get what you eat, dupe, dupe, dupe. Controlling you, gas price, can't get to the store, or it cost me, duped again. Got to pay insurance on the car because I can't get to the store without my insurance, dupe. Got to get an oil change or my car might fall down, dupe. You can have oil in your car that's probably 15 years old. As long as it don't run out, it'll keep running. Maybe it won't run. Maybe your rings and your pistons might wear a little quicker, but you ain't got to even change your oil. Oil is a substance that lasts on the earth forever. It don't never run out. Just get dirty. All you gotta do is filter it and put it back in there. How any metal getting in there anyway? As long as oil in there, ain't no metal loose in your engine. Duped, duped, duped. Make you use more. Consumption, consumption, consumption. Look, y'all, I don't want to get tired. I appreciate all of y'all. Who's listening from Vietnam? That's what's up. Zing Chow. Zing Chow, Clarkson, Japan. That's what's up. I might be dropping in on you in a minute. I don't know. We'll see. Zing Chow, I can't tell Clarkson you're a guy or girl, but Zing Chow M, Zing Chow N. I said Quay come. All right, I'm done with that. But look, y'all, I gotta go. I hope this was a cool video for you. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate all of y'all. Hit the like button again. If y'all don't mind, come back on the feed after it posts. Drop some comments so new people to the scene can go, oh wow, it's people talking about this. It's just not a guy sitting there with a spider on his cap talking about microphone check. You know what I'm saying? Go and drop some comments. I'll get back with y'all in a minute. I'm not gonna be on here a lot, so it is what it is. I'm watching my health and watching how much energy I give to this. So I know it's gonna affect how many people watch me, but hey, all this is the funny papers. So that later, if it's still up, people can see me in the funny papers, see what I was about. Hey y'all, hope this helped. Holler at you in a minute. Peace, love, and as Don Cornelius would say, if you know who that is, so Soul Train. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll let you later. Take care.